These three important settings that I'm about to share with us right now, if they are turned off wrongly on your channel, I swear you can upload videos here from time to time and you may never get that visibility. Most of the times, one of the popular question I get most times from some of my direct students and from you guys, my subscriber, is, Princess, why is it that the minute you open a new channel, before you know, you start getting views even without promoting the channel? Yes, and it's as a result of being able to properly fix these settings the right way. So basically in this video there are three important settings that I'm about to share with us right now, and if you are able to pay attention enough and go ahead to check out if they're properly fixed on your channel, then you are going to start getting that views, honestly. So as usual, try your best to make sure you pay attention, and with that much being said, let's dive straight into the video. So the very number one setting on our list for today is allow embedding plus allow short and audio remixing. Only few creators actually understand the importance of this particular setting. Now, there was a time I made a video about this, my most viral video, and I showed you guys where the external views actually came from. It was from a Facebook group. My video was embedded on a website and it was shared to Facebook, and that was also what brought a lot of views to this particular video. Now, what does it mean to allow embedding on your video or on your channel? When you select that allow embedding, you are simply giving your video more rooms to be embedded, to be reached out to much more audience. Thereby, bloggers can be able to upload the videos to their blogs, website, Facebook, or other social media platform, and you are not going to be affected. Some of the questions I get most of the times is, Princess, when my video is being embedded, am I going to lose that video? No, you are not going to lose that video. And mind you, when somebody is using your content in a way that you do not like, or in a way that it can cause harm on YouTube here, you can as well report that person and YouTube is going to bring down the content. And maybe you're out there, you really don't know how to do that. I think I have a video about it on my channel. I can as well share it to you. So what am I trying to say? Always allow this setting. Imagine this setting was not allowed on my channel before I made that video and the video went viral. I wouldn't have gotten those views that I got from that particular Facebook group. Now, for the allowing short and audio remixing, it's actually optional because some of us would not even want another person to reuse our short video. And mind you, when somebody remix your video as a short, it's bringing more views to your channel, it's bringing more recognition. So these settings, allowing them to be active on your channel, is very, very important, and it helps to boost your video visibility. And if you're out there wondering where can I actually get this setting or how do I locate it, now when you want to upload your video from the YouTube Studio desktop version, then you're going to see that setting, allow embedding. So what you just have to do is to always tick it on whenever you want to upload your video, and same thing goes to the allowing short and audio remixing. Feel free to always allow them. Let people reuse your video the right way. It's going to bring back more views and more SEO insights. Okay, so the second setting on my list for today is being able to choose the right category, or choosing the right category. I know for a couple of times now, or I can't even remember how many times I have mentioned the importance of these settings in my video. This is to make you to understand how important this setting is. So as a new YouTuber, you have to be very, very careful with the category you set your video into. There was a time I was doing channel review for somebody in the past. Can you guys imagine that it was just being able to retweak this setting, and I taught that person how to properly optimize his videos. That was how that channel picked up overnight, changing the thumbnail. So sometimes it could just be a little fix you need on your channel for you to finally start getting that views. Now back to my own case, when I was running my lifestyle channel, I think early this year, I was just doing it. I just decided to neglect all these settings, and I took a screenshot of before of my page, and 2 weeks after these settings were properly optimized on my channel, you all saw the results. If you go down to my channel, one of the videos there, I shared every single thing practical. That is how important this setting is. So being able to select the right category. It's going to help YouTube in recommending your videos the right way. And what do you have to do? Head over straight to your YouTube Studio desktop version. Then go to that setting icon area and go to your upload default. You're going to see category. So calm down and try to analyze what your channel is all about. Is it movie review? Is it tech? Okay, do I want to be doing spend a day with me? Okay, do I want to be doing unboxing video? Do I want to teach? Do I want to do how to and style kind of videos, which is tutorial? So after being able to analyze what your content and your channel is all about, what you just need to do is to select the right category. You're going to see list of a lot of category there. You're going to see entertainment, how to and style, people and blogs, and a lot of other stuff, even education. And sometimes if you check out and you notice that maybe what you're doing maybe is not being highlighted there, what you just have to do is to select the nearest one. And sometimes you might not be able to do it by yourself. What you can also do is to make use of ChatGPT or even VidIQ. Just ask your question. Okay, this is what my channel is all about, and I am about to select a category. What is the nearest category to this my niche? Then you're going to get your answer. Imagine you in the teaching niche and maybe you go ahead to select entertainment. According to one of my students back then, she said, "Princess, the reason why I chose entertainment is because that niche have broad audience, so that YouTube can be pushing my videos to them back to back." Imagine I come up to YouTube here to watch maybe something to make me laugh, and I see your video, bro. I'm gonna scroll past it ASAP. So try your best to calm down, analyze your content, and set your category the right way. Okay. Then while setting this your category, I just want to add something. You see that option that says keywords? Oh my god. Also be intentional about it. What does that keyword section actually mean? It means you providing all the necessary details of what your channel is all about in that particular place. Let's assume that you want to cook jollof rice. You know you're gonna be needing tomatoes, pepper, ginger, garlic, beef, what else? The rest of them. So all those components of cooking jollof rice, when you bring them together, it's going to form a very delicious jollof rice, right? Same thing goes to that your channel keyword box setting. If your channel is about vlogging, a day in my life, spend a day with me, aesthetic vlogging, Nigerian vlogger, UK vlogger, mom vlogger, or anything that has to do with vlogging with some top channels in the vlog niche, add them to that your keyword section. Same thing goes to, is it cooking niche, is it baking channel? Sometimes if you don't know what to write there, you have a ChatGPT. Hey ChatGPT, help me to generate a good SEO well optimized keyword for my channel. If you can do this thing, it helps a lot. You see this keyword box check and that category with optimization. That was what brought the visibility I had on that my lifestyle channel early this year. So all these tips, they work. Okay. Then the third setting, which you should also try your best to make sure you allow on your channel. When I started YouTube newly, I used to hear it from one big YouTuber, and I'll be like, I don't want people to skip my video. I want them to watch it all through. You see those allow clipping of your video, simply allow it. I think I'm going to be pasting the setting here and where you can locate it on your YouTube studio. Allow your audience to be able to clip your content. And another thing is, if possible, try your best to allow these key chapters. And I don't think there is a particular setting on the YouTube studio that automatically allows you to click on it and YouTube is going to automatically start sharing your video into different segments and chapters. Am I even making any sense? I think I'm going to be dropping an example because I once test run it on my channel and the result was great. Just that it takes a lot of time to generate, and most time I might not even be able to do it, so I just let it go. So but you as an upcoming YouTuber, if you can be able to calm down and properly provide the right chapters for your video, is going to actually help you a lot, like a long way. So now let's assume that you do a cooking video, maybe step by step, starting from you washing your beef down to you parboiling your beef. Maybe the washing aspect, you're going to check the timer, washing of my beef, or how to wash your beef properly, then the part where you're parboiling, how to parboil your beef properly. Sorry that I am always making reference to food as an example. I'm a foodie. Yeah, so back to the gist. Okay, so try your best to be able to group your content into chapters. It's going to really help you. I'm going to check out for a video on my channel where I explained in detail how to properly set up your videos in chapters. Then I can be pinning it in the comment section. So just what you just have to do is to go ahead and check out that video and learn how to enable these particular settings on your channel. Is going to really help you a lot. Okay, now that I've been able to cover 3 important settings, though there are still a lot of other stuffs that are involved, and maybe in my next video I might be touching other aspects, but do not sleep on optimization. YouTube is in the area whereby most times for you to get a particular video you want to watch, you can always go ahead and search it. So try your best to always optimize your video. It still works. Anybody who tell you the video optimization does not work, tell that person that Princess said he or she is a liar. Because there is a new faceless channel I created some times ago. I just, in fact, I didn't even announce it because most of you are not even aware that I own any faceless channel. But that channel is doing so well, all thanks to video optimization. All these things, they work. They still work. Tomorrow, next tomorrow, they still work. So try your best to be able to understand all these things and start fixing them the right way and start fixing them the right way on your channel. You're going to be glad you do so. Trust me. Okay. So thank you so much for watching this particular video. And if you have any question, as always, go down to the comment section and drop it, and I will be with you shortly. And please do to make sure you like this video. Drop me your comments. Lastly, do not forget to subscribe to be part of this amazing, wonderful family. And as always, I'll see you all in my next video. Bye.